It's a fight that will probably go off as a pick'em fight, a fight where nobody really knows who the winner is, and we talked about that yesterday. And today we're going to talk about the fights on the card that will accompany the Pacquiao-Bradley card. It's a super collection of fights that will entertain fans from coast to coast and all over the world. I want to thank Takati for being our sponsor. Takati has been with us for so many of our events, both big and small. Takati Born Bold is the fastest growing brand of beer in the United States, and we're very proud of our association with Takati. I also want to thank the producers and distributors of the Hands of Stone movie. It's a new movie based on the life and career of the legendary Gilberto Ramirez. It features, among other great actors, Robert De Niro, and it comes out in August. And as a special surprise, the great Gilberto Ramirez will be arriving here in Las Vegas this afternoon and will be with us throughout the fight on Saturday. I also want to thank American Idol. The winner of American Idol tonight will be here on Saturday to sing the United States National Anthem. You'll know who the winner is on the broadcast tonight, and that winner will be coming to Las Vegas to sing the national anthem and fight with you. Now, before we get talking about the fights that will be televised on the pay-per-view card, I want to introduce special people, a young man who will be fighting on this card in his fourth professional fight. He's 17 years old. He's a multi-amateur national gold medalist, and he's trained by our good friend, the legendary trainer, Floyd Mayweather Sr. So Devin, and he's here with his father, William Haney. I'd like Devin.
This right here, it's a dream come true for me. Being 17 years old, the average 17-year-old is probably in school right now. I'm here at the press conference and I'm ready for Saturday night. I'm gonna put on an explosive performance for the fans. And tune in because you don't want to miss it. Something you never see from a 17-year-old. Just tune in on Saturday. I'm gonna put on a show.
Thank you, Devin. He'll be fighting Rafael Vasquez. And look, now that we have him here, we got to have a few words from Floyd Mayweather Sr. Come on, Floyd, you got to say something.
Well, you know, we Devin is an extraordinary fighter. Devin is a fighter that can do pretty much anything. He got speed. He's got knowledge. And Devin hits pretty hard too for a young man. So I think pretty soon all y'all are gonna get some of this because all the people. Hey Bob, I'm just saying. I want to say all the people, y'all just come. Y'all gonna see this man. This man is extraordinary. You know, he can punch, he can hit, he can move, and I think you're gonna see another Floyd in the making.
Okay, and now we move to the no trump card. The 3 fights that signal to the people all over the world that these fighters, which we're presenting, stand for something special, and they stand for equality and justice for the Hispanic people, both documented citizens and undocumented, who live among us, who have to be treated fairly and with justice because they contribute so much to the United States. And if you say, what are you doing talking about what is essentially a political and social issue in the promotion of a boxing event, I say, why not? Because the people who are involved in boxing feel deeply about these issues. The one thing that boxing has that many other sports don't is we believe in boxing and equality. Whatever the race, religion, color of a man's skin is irrelevant. It's how he performs in the ring and how he conducts himself outside the ring. And so it's for us in the sport of boxing to speak out at this time when we have a presidential candidate who's spewing the hate that Mr. Trump is in this country. Now, the first fight on the program is the WBC Continental Americas title fight. It will start at 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It matches a terrific fighter from Denver, Colorado, Manny Perez, against Jose Ramirez from the Central Valley of California. So first, let's hear from Manny Perez from Denver and his manager, Steve Mestes. Manny?
First of all, I'd like to thank Top Rank and HBO for allowing us to be here on such a main stage. I'm extremely humbled and honored to be here, and we look forward to putting on a great fight for boxing fans come Saturday, April 9th. Training camp was fantastic. We had 12 weeks to prepare for this man. It's been 12 weeks of thinking nothing but Jose Ramirez. I feel that this is not my first rodeo. I've been here before. We had the same opportunity against Brandon Rios back in Denver, Colorado in 08. He was 18-0 at the time, and we took that match to a draw. I look to come in here and earn a victory and just put on a fantastic fight for you guys.
Now, Manny will be fighting Jose Ramirez. Jose was a member of the United States Olympic team in the last Olympiad. He's undefeated. He has performed tremendously, sold out a stadium of over 13,000 people in an 8-round fight a couple of months ago at Fresno State. But more important, Jose represents a really typical American story. Jose's parents came to the United States as farm workers. They worked in the Central Valley of California on the farm. They worked very hard at backbreaking work to provide for their family and to give a better life for their children. Jose, as a young boy, also worked in the fields. Jose found boxing, became a member, as I said, of the U.S. Olympic boxing team, and he has become a spokesperson for the farm community in the Central Valley. He is a major spokesperson for the Latino Water Coalition that fights for water for farmers. Now that's a big, big battle in California. The Central Valley accounts for 56% of the agriculture produced in the United States, and they fight a battle over water, particularly when there's drought conditions with the conservationists. But without the water, there's no food, there's no labor. It's the lifeblood of the farmers. These are very, very important issues. Now, though boxing is a sport, it's fun and games, it's on the sport page, but we in boxing have an obligation to be heard and to not allow our country to sink into fascism and demagoguery, which we've been witnessing for the past few months. Now it's a great honor to present to you with his advisor, Rick Merigian. Please welcome from the Central Valley of California, the undefeated fighter. I guess Freddie Roach trains him, is here with him as well. So if they please come up here, please welcome Jose Ramirez.
First of all, I want to thank Jesus Christ for blessing me with with my talent, with the strength, with the work ethic that has gotten me all the way to this point. I also want to thank Topper, Mr. Arrow, HBO for the opportunity to be fighting in my first televised pay-per-view card. It's a big honor. I'm excited. I'm very motivated. Training camp went better than ever. Probably the best training camp I have ever had in my boxing career. And I'm excited to go April 9th and showcase my talent all over the world and demonstrate who Jose Ramirez is as a fighter and what I represent. I want to continue to be a good example for those first generation young men out there. I want to continue representing my last name, Ramirez, with a lot of pride. My family, the Mexican community, the Hispanics, the immigrants. I want to continue supporting them, continue to be a good example, and to represent all the different races with honor. And April 9th is going to be a great night of boxing, and I'll have a tough opponent, Manny Perez, who's a very experienced fighter, and I'm sure he has worked very hard to be ready for me, and I expect the best from Manny Perez. I'm excited, and I can't wait. Thank you so much.
Jose is one of my best young prospects coming up my gym right now. He's had some great sparring sessions, and Frankie Gomez going at it every day. It's really fun to watch. He's ready 100% for this fight, and we look forward to it. And we look forward to title shots somewhere down the line this year. Thank you.
Okay, let's keep it down. Another great fight on the card, which should be extraordinarily entertaining, matches a former world champion, Evgeny Gradovich, who's affectionately known as the Mexican Russian, and he will be fighting another Hispanic superstar, a two-time Olympian on the Mexican Olympic team, undefeated, #1 rated featherweight in the world, Oscar Valdez. So first, I'd like to call to the microphone the former champion, Evgeny Gradovich, and his manager, Igis Klimas. Now, one thing about Igis, he has brought us in the United States the cream of fighters from Eastern Europe. Kovalov and Gradovich and young guys who will be on this card, on the net televised card, Kavalauskas, Gotsev, I mean, guys whose names I can't pronounce, but can fight like hell. And Igis has brought him here to the United States. And one thing about an Igis Klimas fighter, they will fight anybody that's put against them. And of course, I didn't mention a guy who I think is one of the top fighters in the world, if not the best in the world, and that's Vasily Lomachenko, who will be fighting on HBO in June. So Igis and his trainer, Robert Garcia, guys, come to the microphone.
Hello everybody,
Hola a todos. Very big event, April 9. Very great to be part of it. You know, it's very great for me, and I will do my best and try to do my best. Actually, thanks Top Rank for this event. It's one of the greatest events in my career. Thanks a lot Robert Garcia Boxing Academy, Robert Garcia for great training camp. It was good. And always thanks my man, my manager, my good person, my Aegis Klimas for everything what he did for me. And actually, see you April 9 in MGM Arena. And thanks a lot everybody for support, because your support is my motivation. Okay. Muchas gracias todos. Thanks a lot. The Mexican Russian Evgeny Gladovich.
Good afternoon to everybody. Just want to thank Top Rank, HBO Pay-Per-View, MGM for giving us this opportunity. Of course, Valdez team, we've followed his career, known his team for many years. They are great people, great people in boxing. So we're just honored to be in this big event. Gradovich trained very hard for this fight. He knows the importance of this fight. He knows Valdez is a very talented young fighter who not only Top Rank but the whole boxing world, the whole country of Mexico expects a lot from him. And we're here to go out and do what we do best. Gradovich had probably, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was his best training camp ever. We had great sparring partners. We are ready to give Valdez a great fight and to come out and come out victorious. The fight's not easy. We know the talent that Valdez has, but we're ready for whatever Valdez brings. Primero que nada, quiero dar las gracias a todos por estar aquí. Quiero dar las gracias a Top Rank, HBO Pay-Per-View, MGM y especialmente al equipo de Valdez por darnos la oportunidad. Valdez es un peleador muy talentoso. Su equipo es un equipo con mucha experiencia, tremendo entrenador que tiene, su equipo de manejamiento también uno de los mejores que hay en el boxeo, así que estamos muy agradecidos por la oportunidad. Gradovich se preparó como nunca, pienso que es la mejor preparación que ha tenido en su carrera y venimos para dar todo en esta pelea. La pelea no es fácil, reconocemos el talento que tiene Valdez, pero también no es nada imposible, así que vamos a hacer todo lo posible por salir con la victoria. I also want to acknowledge some of our fighters that are going to be on the same card. We have Aegis Klimas, who has brought a lot of young fighters to my team, and Saturday night you guys will also get a chance to see the Nail. Alex Bolstick, he will be fighting in a 10-round fight, and we also have Aegis Mean Machine Velasquez, who has tremendous power and tremendous skills. These two guys are two guys that you guys got to come early so you guys can check them out, because they're, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're the future of Top Rank boxing. Thank you very much.
Is the hardest hitting guy I've ever seen. We did a fight with him, and in the first round he hit this fighter, the opponent, who had won 5 or 6 straight fights and had never been down, and he knocked him down, and the kid got up and he was so punch drunk that the referee had to stop the fight. And after the fight, Kavalauskas came over to me and I congratulated him, and he said, "What's the matter? I didn't even hit the guy hard." I mean, you've never seen a kid hit like this. Really something special, right, Aegis? Now listen. I'm very proud that on this card we're presenting the two-time Mexican Olympian. We did a fight for him recently in Tucson, Arizona. He went to school in Tucson, comes from Nogales, Mexico, and it just shows that if you don't have a wall, there is back and forth, great things happen across the border between the two countries. And Oscar Valdez is a product of that. He is a proud Mexican, but he's also very much at home in the United States. And he's here with another great manager, Frank Espinoza, and his trainer, Manuel Robles. So I like to call Oscar Valdez and his team to the stage.
To everyone, first of all, I want to thank Top Rank, HBO for making this happen. My team, Frank, Manny, my father, and of course, Bob Aaron. Thank you for making this a no-trump card, supporting us Mexicans and Latinos. We really don't want him as a president. I don't want to go. I trained very hard for this fight, same as all the other fights. I'm very excited. I think this is a big test for me, to myself. Fighting an experienced fighter and an ex-world champion like Ramirez. It just motivates me a lot. Being such a big card as well, like Timothy Bradley and Pacquiao's retirement, it means a lot being on this card. So I'm very excited. I know I've done a good workout. I think the fights you win in the gym. Me and Manny, Nelly Alfaso, and my father, we've done good things in the gym. I think we worked a lot of strategies, and we're planning on showing this April 9th. We all know Ramirez is a tough fighter, so I got to step it up. Give it my best. My dream is to become a world champion. WBO world champion, and Ramirez is in the way right now. I'm gonna do my best to make him aside and keep on going and following my dreams to become a world champion. So right now, like I said, I'm very excited, grateful for this opportunity. Like I said, thanks to Bob Aaron for this opportunity, and I'm gonna give my best this April 9th. Thank you.
Okay, now I'd like to introduce to you the Gilberto Ramirez team. His trainer Hector Zapari, our co-promoter with Gilberto, Jesus Zapari, and the chief cook and bottle washer, Sean Gibbons. So, Jesus, you want to come up and say a few words with Hector?
Thank to the media, to the bottom, the team that is behind, the champion, Gilberto Abraham, for this opportunity to be here, HBO. This is going to be a great fight. We've been doing lots of sacrifice to be here, so this is our time. This is our dream time. We've been waiting for this since a long time ago. And Gilberto, he did the best training camp ever. Like the greatest Mexican idols, like in the old times, they used to fight 15 rounds, So we're ready for a war, we're ready for whatever Arthur Abraham brings to the ring. I know that he's tough and a great champion, but Gilberto has all the resources to beat him and to be the new world champion this next Saturday.
I'm really happy to be here, and first of all I want to say thanks God for the big opportunity, thank Mr. Bob Aaron, thank my team because they support me all the time, my family and all the people, all the fans. This is my dream. I live my dream because when I started in my career, professional career, I dream all the time with this moment, with a fight with a champion for the belt, in the big cartel, and it's right here. It's the moment, it's my time, and I want to take it. I want to take this big challenge, and I want to enjoy this Saturday when I walk to the ring with my flag and with all the support my people. thank you everyone. Gracias a todos. Primero que nada, gracias a Dios por la oportunidad, HBO, mi equipo de trabajo que siempre está ahí, a mi familia, a todos, a la gente que me apoya, porque pues ellos siempre me brindan su apoyo. Bobaron siempre habla muy bien de mí, pero sé que tengo que trabajar muy duro para eso, para llegar a lo que queremos, y pues el reto está aquí, lo vamos a tomar y pues como digo yo, venga quien venga, vamos por todo este sábado y vamos a disfrutar esta noche con esta gran cartelera, con mi gente, todos los mexicanos, y arriba Mazatlán, pues nos llevamos ese título para México, primero Dios. Gracias a todos.
Thank you, Top Rank. Thank you, Todd. Thank you, HBO. Thank you to our German partners, ProSiebenSat.1. It's a huge event in Germany as well. It's the first ever pay-per-view in Germany, just to give you an illustration of how big a fight this is on Saturday. I know Bob's celebrating his 50th, and I'd like to go back a little bit in history, because this fight reminds me of a fight that my dad and Bob put together in the 1980s. In 1986, we came here with the undefeated challenger, similar record to Ramirez, John the Beast Mugabe, to face my favorite boxer of all time, Marvelous Marvin Hagler. And I see a little bit of a similarity the other way around here on Saturday. Let's hope that history's on our side. I think that Arthur is a 3-time world champion. He's someone who, it's not often in boxing, with loyalty, with fighters. He's a guy who came to us as a training, sparring partner, with a bag in his hand, I think 50 euros in his pocket, and sitting here all these years later, from his first pro fight, we've looked after him. He's a multi-millionaire, 3-time world champion, and he's looking to put on a show here on Saturday. It's a mandatory. We won the purse bid. We could have done this in Germany. We wanted to work with Bob. We wanted to fight on the biggest stage possible. That is the MGM Grand pay-per-view HBO on Saturday night, and we're very confident. First of all, before I call after the stage, we've got some great trainers here, sitting over here, and especially behind me, Freddie as well, and it was Mr. Mayweather and the other guys. I'd like to introduce Uli Wegner, a man who's 13 years in a row being German Trainer of the Year. He's created 7 world champions, and I'd like to introduce now Mr. Uli Wegner.
Hello everybody. I can speak English, but I have a good friend who can translate, who can help me. I won't speak the German.
I'm very happy to be boxing in America. I want to be the first German boxer to win in Las Vegas. I have trained very hard and I've given a lot to make sure that I will win tomorrow, on Saturday.
Ich freue mich, dass ich so eine Chance bekommen habe, mit dem Manager Sauerland, mit Bob zusammen, dass wir in Las Vegas so eine große Veranstaltung mit Pacquiao, Bradley auch boxen können, dass wir danach auch genauso
I want to thank Mr. Amram and Mr. Sauerland for having the opportunity to box on a card, Pacquiao versus Bradley, on such a prestigious event.
Ich freue mich, dass so viele Fans, so viele Journalisten gekommen sind, weil die werden eine Schlacht sehen, die jahrelang nicht gesehen haben. Weil ich werde alles geben, dass wir in Amerika gewinnen.
I'm also very thankful to all the attended media and press corps here, and I will show them a great battle, and we will be victorious.
Thank you, everybody.